This is Oscar Bevis for IFL TV. Chris Billam-Smith joins me, the man at the moment in his hometown. Appreciate your time, Chris. Thanks very much. How are we?
Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, thanks for your time as well. Yeah, it's good to be back home.
Obviously, Bournemouth is kind of a boxing city now, I guess we can call it. When you've got a place that is so special to you and holds so many memories, how good is it that you can have your boxing memories and your biggest boxing memories in a place like this now?
Yeah, it's really special. I'm very lucky. You know, I was on the road for a lot of years in London or Sheffield and Manchester. So to now have 4 back-to-back fights in my hometown in an arena, 3 of them in an arena where I hold a lot of nice memories, and then the other one winning a world title at the place I grew up, chanting football songs. Phenomenal. So fortunate to have that back into the town. Sky and Box have done a brilliant job with it, and the town have really got behind me and supported me. So I'm so fortunate to have that.
Yeah, I was here when you last fought, and it's noisy. It's a big fight. It's a world title defence, but you're gonna have to bring yourself a little bit down because I'm not sure much will be able to ever match what happened against Lawrence at the Vitality Stadium. Is it kind of a little bit about bringing yourself down this week, maybe?
Yeah, in a way, but I think it's a harder fight. I truly do. I think it's a harder fight. I think the way Masternak fights is he's so good in so many areas. And I haven't sparred 200 odd, 300 odd rounds with him. Do you know what I mean? Where I had Lawrence, so there wasn't any sort of fear of unknown there. Whereas there is a little bit with Masternak, because I don't know how well he'll deal with my speed and my power. He might deal with it really well, and then I'll have to adapt through the fight. But phenomenal fighter, and never been dropped in 52 fights. As a cruiserweight professional at the level he's boxed at is phenomenal feat. But I look to put an end to that on Sunday night.
Are you one of them people who takes much from a face-to-face with someone? Like, you know, when people say, what did you see in his eyes? That up there, you taking much from that kind of minute face-off that we had?
Not really.
He just looks hard, and I mean, and you look hard. It just looks like there's 2 men who are just going to throw big punches at each other, and someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah, he's a veteran. Like, he's so experienced. He might have cared about it earlier on in his career, but by now he's probably like, I can't be arsed with these faces. I've done too many of them. But his focus will be solely on the fight on Sunday, as is mine. And there's nothing you can take from a face-to-face with someone like that, or anyone really. But I'm looking forward to it.
Despite the fact you're world champion, do you feel like there's a point to prove in the performance as well, just because there's so much talk about the cruiserweights at the moment, one of the hottest divisions? Do you think performance is key, or is it just, look, let's get over the line and we know the big stuff will happen next year anyway?
Yeah, performance is key for me on every fight. I haven't been able to produce my best at all times, but there's been some fights where I've had to get through them. There's some fights where the opponent doesn't allow me to get my work off and things like that. But all that experience is key. And I think Sunday night you will see a career best performance from me. I feel like I've produced it all camp in the gym. I felt devastating in the gym, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, mate, can't wait. I have just got to talk about a couple of the other guys in the division. I know it's tunnel vision for you and Masternak on Sunday night. Lawrence Okolie, I know he's done a little bit with Coogan, talking about potentially moving up to heavy, but we know there's something in it for next year. Where does that stand for 2024?
I'm contracted to fight him. That's as far as all I can say really, because that's all I know.
Yeah. And Richard Riakpo obviously got a win the other day, not at the level that it would be if you guys were to fight, but Richard again will have to be one next year as well. Yeah,
for sure. He's really highly ranked in the WBO, so he could even get called as a mandatory. Who knows? But yeah, I welcome those fights. If they've got to happen, they've got to happen. Obviously, now I'm champion, and the likes of Jai Patai's boxed over here. I want that fight as well. So. It's exciting for next year, massively exciting next year, but I've got an extremely tough fight on Sunday, but looking to put in a great performance.
Yeah. What do you make of the fight between Jai Patai and Ellis?
I think it's similar to the Jordan Thompson one in terms of Ellis has been nowhere near that level. Haven't seen a huge amount of him, haven't ever sparred him where I'd sparred Jordan, but yeah, I think from now, I hope Ellis upsets him, to be honest, because more Brits that have got belts, the better. And then the line of Brits to fight, you can just get even longer and longer and longer. Yeah, and then some of them might start picking on him instead. But no, it's a great division to be involved on the world stage. But domestically, we're laughing like, what a time to be a British cruiserweight. And fortunately, I'm top of that tree. But yeah, that fight's a good fight. I wish Ellis all the best, both men all the best. But yeah, it's the winner of that fight I'll be very interested in.
Yeah, 2024 is going to be wicked. Just one final one for the people who are either watching this and going to be in the BIC on Sunday night or watching on Sky Sports. What sort of fight are we going to get between you two?
I think it can only be a phenomenal fight. You know, the way we both box, how tough we are.
You don't have many shit ones, do you? You don't?
No, there's not many poor fights. You know, definitely not on my part anyway. I try my best. Anyone who can make a Lawrence Okolie fight half exciting with some knockdowns and whatnot, then I've done well. No, but yeah, I'm in exciting fights. He's always in exciting fights. All the fights he's lost on decision have been close, around here or there. So it's going to be a really exciting fight. That's all I can imagine.